Hello, High Point. It's time to say, let's make this morning a great day. My name is Naya, and I am your host for today's morning meeting. If you haven't already done so, take a seat, breathe deep as we begin our morning meditation and mindfulness exercise.
We're practicing the noting technique of just pausing and noticing which feelings and thoughts are present. It can be quite easy to get overwhelmed with just how many thoughts we're having. We might even be tempted to try and catch every single one of these thoughts, especially if they're anxious in nature. Once we notice them, we may also label them as being bad or unwelcome and want to get rid of them. But noting isn't about judging or getting rid of the thoughts. It's about gently noticing that they're there, that we're lost in thought, and letting them go. Think of it like a feather touching a balloon rather than trying to pop it. Eventually, it will float away on its own. So take a moment now to settle the mind, taking one or two deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, closing the eyes if you'd like. And noticing the breath and its natural rhythm. And as soon as you notice the mind has gotten distracted, lost in either thought or feeling, just gently noting it has, light as a feather, and then returning back to the breath again. And remember, the goal here is just to give ourselves a little space from our thoughts and to allow them to come and go as they please.
All right, I hope you all feel very zen and relaxed after that mindfulness exercise. But good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We're right in the middle of the week. Can you believe it? Let's start our morning by checking out the calendar together. I want you to tell me what month we are in. So go ahead and pause this video and talk about what month we're in. All right, if you talked about November, that is right. It is the month of crisp air, cozy sweaters, and thankful hearts. It's a season of gratitude, kindness, and looking forward to Thanksgiving just around the corner. It's coming up a lot sooner than we had all anticipated. I feel it's all of a sudden Thanksgiving's coming up. But that aside, let's find today's date. We're looking for Wednesday, November 5th. So go ahead and pause this video. You can have someone come up and point to the screen um, or even point from their seats. All right, if you pointed at the star on Wednesday, November 5th, you would be correct. I want all of us to say that on the count of three. We're going to say Wednesday, November 5th. Ready? One, two, three. Wednesday, November 5th. Awesome, everyone. Wednesdays are special. They're the halfway point of the week. It's a great time to pause, check in with yourself, and keep that positive momentum going. You've already done so much and you're doing amazing, especially our Centennial clients with this room change. You guys are doing awesome, and I'm so proud of you. And we're halfway through the week. So, before we jump into our day, let's wake up our minds and bodies. So, I want everyone to sit up tall. Staff, if clients need additional help during this section, you're more than welcome to pause it at any point. So everyone's standing up tall. I want you to stretch your arms way up high and reach for those midweek goals. Maybe your goal this week is just to accept the changes that are happening. So let's pretend we're reaching for that goal. And then I want you to roll your shoulders back and bring your arms back into center. I want you to keep rolling them, like you're rolling away the bad energy, right? Rolling away. And then I want you to tilt your head back side to side, stretching it out. Keep going, you guys are doing great. Now I want you to shake your hands. Wake up! Shake them up. Shake, shake. And as you guys know, we are going to end on our best smile. Everyone give a big smile because we're halfway through the week and weekend is here soon. So, to recap, it is Wednesday, November 5th. Let's make it a focused, kind, and energized day. Keep going strong. You're right in the middle of a great week. It is time for our weather update. Here's what's happening outside right now: sunny, cloudy, rainy, windy, and what you can expect as the day goes on. So, staff, go ahead and pause this video and discuss the weather. Stars shine, it's pop time. It's time for our pop culture segment of morning meeting. The day is Wednesday, November 5th, and we've got a truly heartwarming story to share. Sometimes one small act of kindness can change someone's entire day or even their life. That's exactly what happened when a young woman on TikTok noticed a 97-year-old woman walking alone looking for food. Instead of just walking by, she stopped, offered help, and shared not only a meal, but also kindness, compassion, and connection. Her story quickly spread online, touching the hearts of millions of people around the world. It reminds us how powerful it can be when we take time to care for others, no matter how small the gesture seems. Before we watch the video together, I want you to think about this. What's one simple act of kindness you can do this week to make someone feel seen or cared for? Staff, go ahead and pause this video and ask that question. All right, I hope you all had good discussion, but let's take a look at this inspiring moment and see how one person's compassion made a real difference.
97-year-old new bestie at a bus stop, and in less than 24 hours, you all came together to donate thousands of dollars to help her live more comfortably. So come with me to surprise her before my flight. First, y'all told me to pick her up some real food, so of course I stopped by a Nicaraguense restaurant. And shout out to everybody trying to fix my air conditioning. I love you.
That could. That's because it gets me places. I'm gonna be traveling out of town. I recruited the best help. This is Cynthia, and she brought her grandma. We're gonna go give Lillian some new friends. Lillian! Hola! ¿Cómo estás? Un placer. Gracias, gracias. No se preocupe. Sí, le traí una amiga. Una amiga. Comida nicaragüense. Se llama Estrella. Sí, se recordó. ¿Cómo se llama? Lydia.
I listened to y'all's advice. I made sure to only give her a bit of money, and the rest will go directly to the bills and services that she needs.
Regalo. Sí, mucha gente te mandaron tanto amor. Te llaman abuelita para que tengas.
Ay, esto es mío.
¿Es tuyo? Eso es suyo. Eso es suyo.
Ay, qué emoción. Ay, qué emoción. Sí, gracias.
God bless everybody who donated, because now Lillian is going to get the support that she needs. I told her I would help her manage it.
Gracias, gracias. Muchas gracias.
Okay, we are in Lillian's home, and it's obviously a mess. If there's any deep clean teams out there, this is not too big, so it's like a full deep clean.
Since I'll be traveling for 2 weeks, Cynthia and a couple of other friends will be checking in on Lillian to make sure she's not alone and has everything she needs. Of course, I will keep you updated, and shout out to you all because we are changing her life as we know it. I met a 97-year-old new bestie at a bus stop.
Wow,
And in
isn't that an
24
amazing
hours, you all
story
came
of
together to donate
kindness?
thousands of
So I want
dollars
you
to
all
help
to
her
take
live
a
more comfortably.
moment
So come with me to
and
surprise
think
her
about what you
before my
just
flight. First,
saw.
y'all told me to pick her up
How
some
did the
real food, so of
97-year-old
course I
woman's
stopped by
day
a
change
Nicaraguense
because of the
restaurant.
TikTok
And shout out to
creator's
everybody trying to fix
actions?
my air conditioning. I love you.
Did her life change in a positive way or a negative way? Staff, go ahead and pause this video and ask that question. I think it changed in a significantly positive way, right? Small acts of kindness are
Hola.
super beneficial to people's lives, and they're super simple to do. So remember, kindness doesn't have to be big to make a big difference. Even a smile or a helping hand or a thoughtful gesture can brighten someone's day and make the world a little warmer.
I listened to y'all's
So
advice
let's take a
and told me
moment
to give her a
to
bit of
reflect
money.
and maybe
The rest
even
will go
set a goal
directly
to
to the
spread a little
girls' food
kindness today,
section.
just like the hero in our video. All right, it is time to start our of the days, starting off with joke of the day, as you know, my personal favorite. So, why did the math book look so sad? You can pause this video if you need to talk about it, have some discussion. But anyone give me a drum roll, please? Because it had too many problems. All right, riddle of the day. I fly without wings, I cry without eyes. Wherever I go, darkness flies. Fleas? Flies? I don't know. What am I? Stop, go ahead and pause this video and have that discussion. If you guessed a cloud, you would be correct. Guys, this one was hard. When I looked it up, I didn't even, because sometimes I try and guess what they are before I see the answer, and I could not guess this one. I think they're getting harder. But if you guessed cloud, you are correct and great job. But if you didn't, that's all right. What a great opportunity to learn. All right, word of the day. This is going along with our theme for this month, which is gratitude. Um, it's time for our word of the day. Every day we learn a new word that helps us understand the world a little bit better. So, are you ready to hear today's word? Today's word of the day is appreciation. I want everyone to say that with me on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Appreciation. Awesome. So, being appreciative means showing you care about what someone did for you. So, I want you to think about what that looks like in our lives. Can you think of a time when someone did something kind for you and you wanted to show them you noticed? Maybe another way to phrase this question could be do you say thank you when someone opens the door for you? Yes or no? So, staff, go ahead and pause this video and ask that question. All right, I have another question for you. Who is someone in your life you can show appreciation to today? I can tell you I'm going to show major appreciation to Cesare, one of our staff in our Centennial location. She is just the best and the nicest person, and she helps me out a lot. So that is someone I'm going to show appreciation to today. Who are you going to show appreciation to? Staff, go and pause this video and ask that question. So here's a sentence to help us remind us of the word. I showed appreciation by saying thank you to my helper. It's a great sentence. So I want us to say it one more time together on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Appreciation. All right, it is time for November special days. Since today is November 5th, it's a sweet one. It is National Donut Day. Ooh. So, why this day? National Donut Day celebrates the deliciousness, fun, and joy that donuts bring to people everywhere. From classic glazed to chocolate filled, powdered sugar, or sprinkled donuts, these treats are enjoyed by people of all ages. Donuts aren't just tasty, they inspire creativity with flavors, toppings, and shapes, and today is the perfect day to celebrate them. Actually, thinking about it, there's this one time I went to Voodoo Donuts in Denver. I think they had it was like chives and and bacon with brown sugar. Oh my gosh, it was intense, but it was really good. But so that's a very interesting donut choice. Anyways, all right, let's see who's been paying attention because here are two quick questions. Question 1: which country is credited with popularizing the modern ring shaped donut? Is it A, France, B, United States, C, Germany, D, Italy? Staff, go ahead and pause this video and ask that question. All right, if you said B, United States, you got that right. I was not expecting that. I could have I thought it was going to be something like France. Thought France would make good donuts, but it was the United States. So, question 2, what was the original purpose of adding a hole to the middle of a donut? Was it A, to make it easier to hold, B, to help it cook more evenly, C, to fit on a donut hook for display, or D, to make it lighter and fluffier? Staff, go ahead and pause this video and ask that question. All right, if you guessed B, to help it cook more evenly, you would be correct. Good job, everyone. So today, whether you're enjoying a classic glazed donut or trying a new flavor or sharing one with a friend, take a moment to celebrate the sweetness and creativity of this tasty treat. Maybe even try a combination you've never had before, because donuts are fun, delicious, and always a reason to smile. All right, going on today's National Donut Day theme, I have a fun little would you rather question. Would you rather eat only chocolate glazed donuts for a whole day or eat only powdered sugar donuts for a whole day? Staff, go ahead and pause this video and ask that question. All right, if you love the rich, melty chocolate sweetness, maybe chocolate glazed is your dream choice. Or if you enjoy a light, fluffy, and powdery goodness, then powdered sugar could be your perfect pick. But either way, both choices let you celebrate one of the most fun and delicious treats out there, the donut. So, you really can't go wrong with this would you rather. All right, it is time for our daily schedule review. Take this time to review what activities there are for today, what outings there may be, anything of that nature. Take this time to review it. All right, High Point friends, that's a wrap for today's morning meeting. Thank you for sharing your smiles, your thoughts, your cheer. You make this time special every day of the year. Remember this, hear me say, you have the power to make today amazing in every single way. Whether it's learning something new, helping a friend, or just smiling bright, you can take today and fill it with joy, laughter, and light. So stand tall, give yourself a pat on the back, because we did something great together here. Have an amazing day, everyone. Bye.